Good day, this is just Excel based IT3E. Today's video, I'm going to do the activity 5.2.1. Configure IP addresses on router interfaces. So in task 1, configure IP information on routers. Step 1, enter the global configuration mode and access router R1. So let's click the R1. From the CLI tab, and then enter the privilege exit mode by issuing the enable command. So let's go to the command line interface, then issue the command enable, then enter the global configuration mode by issuing the command config t or configure terminal. And then step 2, enter the configuration mode for the first pass Ethernet interface by issuing the command interface pass Ethernet 0/0. Enter. And then configure the IP address by issuing the command IP address 192.168.1.1 with a subnet mask of 2.5.2.5.2.5.0. So let's copy the IP address and paste. Enter. And then activate the interface with the no shutdown command. Let's copy the no shutdown. Enter. And then enter the configuration mode for the first serial interface by issuing the command interface serial 0/0/0. And then configure the IP address by issuing the command IP address 192.168.2.1 with a subnet mask of 2.5.2.5.2.5.0. Enter. And then configure the clock rate with the clock rate 64,000 command and activate the interfaces. Enter. And then step 3, save the configuration. Enter the configuration mode by hitting the Ctrl Z. So let's hit the Ctrl Z. And then by issuing the command copy run start. Run start. Enter. And then task 2, verify the configuration. Verify layer 1 and layer 2 information. Each of the 3 routers. Verify the status of the interfaces by showing the command show IP interface brief. So let's copy this. Pass Ethernet string. And then examine the IP routing table. On each of the 3 routers, examine the IP routing table by issuing the command show IP route. Gateway of last resort is not set. So I'm done with the R1. And then let's move on to the R2. R2. Just same process with the R1. And config B. And then can type the IP address. So I'm going to copy the IP address of the R2 in the table. So where's the R2? R2 plus Ethernet 0. Copy. With a subnet mask of 2.4.0. Enter. And then next is the interface serial 0. Copy. And on the other of the serial. Enter. Next, configure the clock rate. Clock rate. I forgot the no shutdown. I'll type again the int plus Ethernet 00 because I forgot the no shutdown. No shutdown. Enter. And then the serial. Clock rate. And let the copy run start. So let's check the result. Oh, in R1 there's an error. And in R2 I'm gonna fix the port status in R1. Port status in R1. There's an error. Address. Then I'll shut down. Now, so let's check again the R1. Under R1 it is now all checked. Now there's a problem in R2. The port status are incorrect and the serial 01. So let's add the serial 01 under R2. R2. Address of copy. And 0. Enter the machine. Now. And then I'm going to add the serial 01. And the 001. Copy address. Copy address. Enter. Then look down. So let's check again the result under R2. And the clock rate. And now only the clock rate are incorrect. So I'm gonna fix this again. It is now all checked. And now let's move on to the R3. So I'm gonna click the R3 and go to the command line interface. And all the RE.
Piling mo manok, lisod. Bakang hipos.
Enter. And next is no shutdown. Then IP address. Oh, it's only HB interface is 0 enter. Clock rate. Z. There's an error in serial 01. So let's click the R3. And shut down. It is now 110. As you can see under R3, it'll now correct. And my completion is 100%. So that's all, the activity is completed.